Daddy! Please help her! Those were the words that made every soldier's instinct in me wake up again. The rain was pouring, people were staring, and there she was, a waitress trembling under the grip of a man in a suit who thought his money made him God. He didn't know I was watching. He didn't know I was a father or a veteran. What happened next changed all our lives forever. If you believe kindness and courage still exist in this world, make sure to hit that like button right now and subscribe, because this story will touch your heart. The diner was half empty that night, rain tapping softly against the windows like the sound of a lonely heartbeat. I sat in the corner booth, nursing a cup of black coffee that had gone cold long ago. My name's Daniel Carter, former Army vet, single father, and these days, just a man trying to rebuild what life tore apart. My little girl, Emily, sat across from me, coloring quietly on a napkin. She was the only light left in my world since her mother passed away 2 years ago. Every smile she gave me was a reminder to keep going. But that night, fate had other plans. Across the diner, a young waitress moved from table to table, her eyes tired but kind. You could tell she was one of those people who smiled even when her heart was breaking. She reminded me of my late wife, that same quiet strength behind gentle eyes. Her name tag read Lily. She served everyone with grace, but when she approached one particular table, her hands trembled ever so slightly. That's when I noticed him. A man in a dark suit, expensive watch glinting under the flickering light. His presence didn't belong in this little roadside diner. The way he looked at Lily wasn't kindness. It was control. "Sit down, Lily," he ordered, his voice calm but heavy with authority. She froze, holding her tray like a shield. "Dad, please." "Not here." The word Dad caught my attention. Something about the way she said it, fear mixed with defiance, made my stomach tighten. Her billionaire father. I'd read about men like him in newspapers back in the day. Rich, powerful, believing everyone was just another piece on their chessboard. He leaned closer, his tone low but venomous. "You've embarrassed me enough. Come home. You're done pretending to be some waitress." Lily's eyes filled with tears, and for a second she looked around, maybe hoping someone would help. No one did. Not the cook behind the counter, not the few customers pretending to be busy with their food. No one wanted to get in the way of a rich man's anger. But Emily tugged my sleeve, her small voice breaking the silence. "Daddy, she needs help." Those 4 words hit me harder than any bullet ever had. I looked at my daughter, then at Lily, who was now backing away as her father stood up, towering over her. "You'll regret defying me," he hissed. His hand shot out, gripping her wrist tightly. That was it. The soldier in me, the father in me, took over. I stood, my chair scraping loudly against the tile floor. Every eye turned toward me as I walked across the diner. "I think the lady said she doesn't want to go," I said, my voice steady but sharp as steel. Her father turned, glaring like I was some pest he could swat away. "And who the hell are you?" he demanded. "Just a dad," I said, stepping closer, "teaching his daughter what it means to stand up for someone who's scared." He laughed bitterly. "You have no idea who you're talking to." "Maybe not," I replied. "But I know what I'm seeing. A man who forgot what it means to love his child." Lily's eyes widened, surprise and pain mixing in her gaze. Her father's face turned red, veins tightening at his temples. "This is none of your concern," he snapped. "She's my daughter. She comes with me." He tried to drag her out, but I moved faster, placing myself between them. "Not tonight," I said quietly. "You can't buy respect, and you sure can't force love." For a moment, the air in the diner went still. The billionaire's bodyguard moved, but I didn't flinch. Old instincts kicked in, calm, focused, ready. "You really want to do this in front of a child?" I asked, nodding toward Emily, who was clutching her teddy bear with wide, scared eyes. That made him hesitate, just long enough for Lily to pull free and step behind me. "Thank you," she whispered. Her voice cracked like it hadn't been used for years. "You don't know what you've done." "I don't need to," I replied softly. "Just make sure it was worth it." He straightened his jacket, glaring at us both. "You'll regret this," he warned, then turned and walked out, rain following him like a curse. The bell above the diner door jingled, and then it was just silence. The cook sighed in relief, pretending nothing had happened. Lily stood there, shaking, staring at the floor. I reached for my jacket and handed it to her. "You're safe now," I said. "Sit down, breathe." She tried to speak but broke into tears instead. Emily climbed out of the booth and hugged her tiny arms around Lily's leg. "It's okay, miss," she said in her innocent voice. "My daddy saves people." Lily smiled through her tears. "He really did," she whispered. We sat together for a while, just letting the quiet fill the space. She told me how her father controlled everything, her job, her friends, her choices. How she'd run away months ago, working under a fake name just to live freely. But somehow he'd found her again. When the rain finally stopped, I offered her a ride home. She hesitated but agreed, and as we stepped outside, Emily held her hand like they'd known each other forever. Something in my chest shifted that night. Something I hadn't felt since my wife died. Maybe hope, maybe purpose. As I watched Lily glance back at the diner, her father's shadow still lingering in her eyes, I knew this wasn't over. The man would come back. And when he did, he'd find out that not every battle is won with money. Some are won with heart. If you believe no father should control his child's freedom, hit that like button and subscribe for part 2, because what happens next will leave you speechless. Days passed, but peace didn't last. One night, as I tucked Emily into bed, headlights flared outside my small house. Men in black suits stepped out, and behind them, her father. He wasn't done. "You think you can hide her from me, soldier?" he sneered. I stood tall, blocking the doorway. "She's not your property. She's your daughter. Start acting like it." His anger burned, but Lily stepped forward, trembling yet brave. "Dad, I'm not coming back. I just want to live my own life." For a moment, his mask cracked, pride giving way to pain. Emily appeared behind me, holding Lily's hand. "Good dads protect, not scare," she whispered. That simple truth silenced him. The men looked uneasy, waiting for his order. Finally, he sighed, shoulders heavy. "You've got her courage. I'll give you that," he muttered, turning away. As their cars vanished, Lily broke down crying, and I pulled her close. "You're safe now," I said. Weeks later, Lily worked at the diner again, free, smiling, alive. Emily called her Aunt Lily, and for the first time in years, our little family felt whole again. If this story touched your heart, don't forget to like and subscribe, because love, courage, and kindness always win.